Hey guys, we are so sorry, but we had audio issues with this episode and we had to use our camera audio instead of the mics. We really didn't want to scrap this episode because we had so much fun making it. So please bear with the audio issues and enjoy this episode of the Cimorelli podcast.
Get ready. It's time. Christina, Catherine, Lisa, Amy, and Lauren. Welcome to the Cimorelli podcast.
Hey, I'm Christina.
I'm Catherine.
I'm Amy.
I'm Lauren.
And we're Cimorelli.
Welcome back to
The Cimorelli podcast.
Woo! We're back. Another week.
We are. I feel like it's been a week for me personally. I can't hear. Anywho, this is episode, did you say 153? 9. Sorry.
So close.
I was in the right, not decade, but whatever.
Divisible by 3?
I don't know.
Okay.
Anywho, 159, and this is entitled Spring Clean Your Life, I think.
Woo!
That's the theme.
Hey, I came up with the title. Just take
We're
credit.
springing along. You tell them. There's springs in our steps, leaves in our hearts, flowers in
not
the air,
leaves. Oh, wait, I guess leaves. I was thinking of fall.
allergies everywhere.
Yeah,
It's-
and the sinuses are going off.
We are talking about
I think we want to know
what
we're
is.
talking about.
I'm getting tired.
Amy's writing the poem just to start the podcast. In my heart.
That's what we're talking about. No, because there's leaves in our hearts. We're talking about, is it different categories of life and what's working and what's not working?
I don't know. What do you think?
Amy,
I think
the
it is.
document.
Oh, it says it on your phone.
I forgot about the document. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to go through categories of life and what's working and what's not working. Feel free to get a pen and some paper if you're old-fashioned and write down your categories and what's working, what's not working for you as we go along. You know, do a quick little freestyle. Yeah, so that's what we're talking about
Great
today.
idea. Get out of
Also, Lisa is still out on leave. She's caring for her husband who's going through cancer treatment, so please pray for their family and know that she will be back when she can.
All right, so let's start this episode with the usual, the highs and lows of our week.
I don't even...
Let's see, my low, so I had an emotional breakdown. You have classics.
Same!
Greatest hits, so yeah.
Our greatest hits.
Great times, and then let's see, the high was that...
Why is that deeply relatable?
Okay, it wasn't actually that bad of a week. It was just kind of for all of us, right?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Wait, what?
This wasn't a great week for everyone?
It was just a lot.
It was
I would
highs
say
and
it was
lows.
bad. It was just
It was
a lot.
A lot.
That was too far.
Okay, the high was that I had a conversation that I've been thinking about having for years. And I had the conversation with the person.
Wow.
That's good.
So that was good.
I feel
It was a
like
high and yeah. Okay, yeah. It was high.
I feel like this week has been 10 trillion years long. I've never lived a longer week as long as I have lived.
Today is Tuesday.
No, from last Tuesday.
Yeah, like
Oh,
if you're doing
last
like the
Monday
last
or
7
whatever.
days,
Got it.
it feels like it's
I
been like
can't.
70 days.
I will go with Christina's low is the same. Just classic, emotional, mental, not great landscape.
Outbursts.
Did we all have
Very
one?
many outbursts.
Raise your hand if you had an emotional breakdown this week.
I wouldn't quite call
I would say it was more steady anxiety.
I just feel like I haven't been inhabiting my brain and I don't know who's living there and it's kind of creeping me
I
out.
hate that. Ain't right.
I'm like, this is not me.
That ain't right.
I know that it's not me. I know these things are not what I think. They're kicking. So I'm just like, who moved in? I have some squatters. Thank you, Gold Rush, for that piece of legislation that actually kicked them out. Anyway, squatters' rights come from like the Gold Rush Manifest Destiny. Anywho, that's just a fun fact. Anyway, my high is that I think I had a great weekend. I can't recall, but my memory is a little fuzzy. But I think it was great.
We went go-karting.
So my emotional memory is like, oh yeah, it was a great weekend. It was really fun.
I forgot about that. Oh my god.
That was really fun actually. So yeah, it was a nice weekend.
Okay.
It's really
Cool. My highs, I went to go see my sister, Danielle.
cutie.
And we had a lot of fun times. My low, though, was that she made me sleep with her dog.
Oh, that's too
It
far.
was so horrific. I barely slept because, like, we were sharing a bed, which, like, I've shared a bed with her a million times in my life. That was fine. But then there's this dog
Absolutely
right
not.
next to me, not in the bed. Okay, the dog wasn't sleeping in the bed with us, but he kept trying to, jumping up around,
Absolutely not.
jumping all around, and it was like, how am I supposed to sleep knowing there's a creature that's unpredictable that could come try to kill me at any second?
Were you on the
It
same
was
side
so
as
scary.
the dog? Like closest?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
gotta
Didn't it?
Because if the dog is going to get anyone, it's going to get hurt.
Scary. And it was like, okay, it's a nice dog. Okay, me calling it everyone would be so mad. He is a nice dog.
A good boy.
Okay, he actually is really, like, people are like, oh, he has human eyes. I'm like, he does. Like, you look and it's like, wow, you really have, like, feelings. So
Aw.
I felt bad, but I was also like, you are trying to kill me. And he's not trying to, but that's the outcome.
That's how you feel. Yeah.
So that was my low.
Yeah.
Okay, my low was, well, I had multiple lows. I'll just pick one. Okay, I'll say my low is my sinuses.
Oh,
They're,
that's a real
It's
low.
really hard to tell because I feel fine. I just have very like clogged sinuses, and it might be just the horrific amount of pollen that's been circulating. And yeah, that's something not very fun. I would say my high was probably when we went go-karting.
That was
Sorry,
so
Laura, I wish you
fun.
could've been there.
I know.
Laura's out of town, but we went for our fun. brother's birthday, and we went on a family go-karting outing. And
It
I
was
knew they
really
would love it.
fun,
I'm
actually.
so glad. Oh, I get so much joy out of like putting together ideas of something fun for people to do. Not that I do that very often, but when I do it, I'm like, I'm living my potential.
Ooh, here's a quick poll. We did mini golf, and I've only done mini golf like once, but I feel like you just have to cheat for mini golf.
No. You
Who
don't.
doesn't
What are you
cheat
talking
here?
about?
Tell me.
You said if
Are you're either human or you don't cheat at mini golf. Those are the rules.
What are you talking about?
Because it's so hard.
Because, okay, so
I can't
basically,
get it in under,
Lauren,
like,
Lauren,
12
what she
million
means
strokes.
is when you hit the ball, if it doesn't go in the hole, you're supposed to wait until it stops rolling.
Yeah.
And then go from there. But some people keep hitting it while it's still rolling, so it goes in
No, don't
quicker.
do
And sometimes I had to hockey it into the hole. I just couldn't do it, and I didn't want to hold everyone up because I've never done it before. So it was like the practice. But I was cheating up and down the court. But I was telling everyone I was cheating up and down the court.
So I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't cheat because my husband is so like, we must follow the rule. And we're always doing mini golf together. So I'm like, okay, I'll follow the rule.
Oh, I don't know if I
I
was
don't know if I care
terrorizing
that
him
much.
with my cheating, but I was.
No, I
I was
think so.
amusing him for sure. He found it very amusing. Cause
He
I'm
kept
like,
calling you Aim and Ames.
It
and
was
I was like,
cute.
okay, this is really cute.
I got a hole in one. It was
Brotherly
great.
vibes, and this is
It was
really
fun.
sweet.
Nick and I in golf is just not right, especially top golf. Because Nick and I are both like, oh, we're strong, we're athletic, we can totally be great at golf, and we're so bad.
It's kind of fun though.
It's like
I love it.
It's like you think, oh, I can hit it really hard and that'll make it work, and that's not how it works at all.
No.
You have
At
an
all.
angle.
Yeah. So
Guys,
he's
we
always
should do top golf.
get
It'll be
really frustrated the whole time with golf. Mini golf is better.
Top golf
'Cause
is
it's
scary though. I feel like the spotlight is on me. Everyone
Yes.
watches.
I know.
Oh, I'm so
I know,
mad.
you have to go up in front of everyone, and the spotlight is on you, and it's so hard to make sure you're actually going to hit the ball.
That's kind of like
Oh my
bowling
gosh,
too.
Brack, it
Everyone's
was-
just staring like,
Yes,
don't look at
it's
me.
so
I want
awkward.
like a curtain.
I was trying to be like
Bowling.
Barrett. Because Barrett at every hole, he would put it down on the mat, then pick it up, run it to the hole, put it right next to it, and then hit it in.
Oh my gosh,
funny.
that is
And I was like,
iconic.
that's what I should
What
do
an
here.
iconic
He was so focused, and he did how many holes was it?
There were a lot of holes.
a lot.
He
I
did
don't know.
every single one.
That was
He never got bored of it. He was just like ready for each one. It was so
He was
cute.
mad when it was over. He was like, I want to do more.
I know. Also, I just remembered when Lauren was saying that, sharing a bed, I remembered how we used to share beds on tour all the time, and how I gave everyone a classification on my
Oh, yeah.
fish scale.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've shared a bed with all of them, and there's only 3 classifications and 2 of us in each one. There's flopping fish, dead fish, and then I don't know what to call the middle one. It was just like in the middle fish.
Is Danny dead fish?
No.
Danny is a
No. You
flopping
Wait,
house
I thought Danny was a really deep sleeper.
No.
Oh.
You and Danny were flopping fish.
flopping all up and
This
down.
is true to this day.
And then Amy
I was
and
like
Lisa
a dead log.
are absolute dead fish that sleep on the last inch of the
Oh,
mattress.
yeah, I'm all the way at the
As
end.
far away from you as humanly possible. They don't move
Literally.
once. They're just dead, and then Laura and I are like in the middle. We'll move a little. Sometimes Laura and I woke up, we were like right next to each other after that a couple times, but mostly we're not like hitting. Like I don't get hit or kicked with anyone except for Cap and
Guys, I alarmed myself with how like just spastically I move to this day. Like my husband lays there like literally a corpse and does not move. And I'm like, like I look like I'm being electrocuted.
What I remember is when you don't fall asleep yet. Cap and I had to basically ban ourselves from sharing a bed.
Oh my gosh.
Because I would get so irritated. And then she'd get irritated that I was irritated, so just like that cycle. Because before she would fall asleep, she does like this whole routine.
Oh yeah.
All this movement, and it was like constant.
Because you're just trying to figure out the zit.
Oh yeah.
And she'd like switch back and forth. Like, what?
I have to do it. It's
so
part of my routine. It's like the morning toe tap. No, I'm telling you, what you're saying is what I was saying. Like, whenever I'm falling asleep, I have to move around. I have to be extremely out of control, not graceful, and spastic. I don't know why it's
that is so wild.
Like, I'm such a high energy person all day that it's like getting the last bits of energy out.
Guys,
it rocks you to
so,
sleep.
No,
that's a real thing.
Absolutely.
I am such a dead log that I literally sleep with my laptop in my bed on the back corner. But I kicked it out once.
Your feet do not go to the back of your bed.
No, I know. And I don't move, so the laptop is totally fine.
You put your laptop in your bed.
My laptop just stays in my
is
bed.
Radiation, Amy.
It's on the far corner.
No, put that on the floor, Amy. I'm coming in your room. You cannot sleep with a laptop in your bed.
Really?
Radiation.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a thing, but I wouldn't chance it.
Okay, listen. Before we go on to the next one, I have to remind you, if you want to see the full episode today and every other episode, the full episodes are posted on our Patreon only. It's only $5 a month. It's linked in the description. It's an incredible, positive community. We post all the full episodes, and there's other perks of being a patron as well. We have Q&As with each one of us that you guys get to ask the questions for every single Monday.
We have live streams that's for the $10 tier. We have exclusive content. We have a birthday club. There's a lot of fun stuff in there. Oh, there's Q&As that you guys get to be a part of. So
we love it.
Definitely check it. Also, we'll sometimes share things like on the live stream, like that we haven't announced yet, or like we'll get feedback from you guys, like, ooh, what do you think about this idea? So
I actually like to try to always think of something exclusive I can share in every live stream. That's kind of my goal.
You love it.
That's my goal now. Every month to think of something exclusive we could share with Patreon that no one else will know. So anyway,
we like getting your guys' feedback. It's cool. Just like asking you guys, oh, what do you think about this? What do you guys want to hear more episodes on? And you guys give really good feedback. Like, you've given us some really good ideas.
So anyway,
it's really a community.
If you want to join, it's linked in the description. Okay, you know what's something that's really hard that I deal with all the time?
What?
Finding a good doctor.
Oh, that's tough.
We've all dealt with it, especially recently when Amy was looking for one for some specific stuff with your like Turner's, right?
Yes.
The
endocrinologist
with the hormones, and we're like, oh, let me just Google for 10,000 hours.
Yeah,
and try to
literally both Googled.
Try to find one random review from some random website, and you're like trying to find someone that people recommend. So I'm like searching all these groups, doing everything I can, spending all my hard-earned hours that could have been money on this.
Yeah.
And you know what? Literally, I was thinking, I wish there was something easier I could do here. Something like maybe an app. Come to find out, there actually is.
Yeah.
Who is sponsoring today? Praise the Lord.
Ooh,
and it is ZocDoc. ZocDoc is the only free app that lets you find and book doctors who are patient reviewed.
Oh,
that's major key.
Oh, yeah.
They take your insurance, find the ones that take your insurance, and are available when you need them and treat almost every condition under the sun. So all you have to do, download the free app, and you can find the doctor in your area and read the reviews and see if they even take your insurance. You know what I do in the olden days, aka 2 years ago, when I was pregnant, is that 2 years ago? Whatever. And I was looking for a new doctor, I had to find a new one. So I had to call all these places. What insurance do you take? Blah, 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 blah. Google, read 100 times. And I don't know how many hours I spent Googling. And I kept wishing, is there anywhere I can go and read the reviews? And there weren't that many options. This is exactly what you need.
Stand.
So with ZocDoc, you don't have to scour the internet looking at questionable reviews like I did. you have a trusted guide to connect you to your favorite doctor that you just haven't met yet.
Oh, I love that.
This is honestly a genius invention, and the only thing I'm mad about is I didn't know about it when I was desperate looking for a doctor a couple years ago.
That's tough.
But we know now, and you guys can avoid the pain and agony. So
we don't all have a Catherine and Christina.
Lauren is
on your doctor.
Lauren is laughing at me. You don't understand how many hours I'm sitting there scrolling on my phone, desperate to find any information about any doctor.
Getting a Facebook group, trying to figure it out.
Horrific.
Yeah, I was on every group you could think of, just desperately trying to figure out, is this person good or not? And then you just waste all your time going in and being like, now I have to see for myself, my own eyes, because I couldn't find a review anywhere. Anyway, if this sounds great to you, which I'm sure it does, because we all need to see the doc, don't avoid it. Go to ZocDoc, ZocDoc.com/Cimorelli. Download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor. Many are available within 24 hours.
Oh, I love that.
Guys, how is that real? But I mean, we're in 2023.
Anything's possible.
I was thinking something should exist at this point, and it did. Okay, so thank goodness. That's ZocDoc, ZocDoc, ZocDoc.com/Cimorelli. And you know what else is important besides the doctor?
What?
Eating.
You're so right.
And you know what I had this week? I don't know if you did too.
I did too.
I had the most delectable Green Chef.
Oh, mine's coming this week.
Wait,
Oh
I forgot to
my
order.
God.
Oh, I get so excited when it comes to the door. It's so good.
Oh my
I
gosh,
know.
nothing makes me happier than seeing that box arrive.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Green Chef, if you don't know what it is a CCOF certified meal kit company.
Woo.
They make eating well easy with plans to fit every lifestyle, whether you're keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, or just looking to eat more balanced meals. Green Chef offers a range of recipes to suit your preferences. So basically, you get this beautiful green box to your door, and it's got
Like Christmas.
all these paper bags and the recipe cards, and it's all right there. You eliminate some of the things that I hate the most, which is
Grocery shopping.
measuring,
Hate it.
finding all the, oh my gosh.
And
Where did-
researching recipes too.
Where
That
did my
takes forever.
husband put the pearl couscous?
Yeah,
That's a
where
new
did my
food.
husband put it?
That's a new food I've discovered from Green Chef. One of my new favorites. Okay,
Couscous is
I
great.
know it's called bulgur or something.
Yes,
and,
yes, yes.
And pearl couscous. Those
Yeah, it's
big
a
ones.
big, yeah.
Okay, I didn't know those existed. And my gosh, they're two of my new favorite foods. Thanks to Green Chef, I have discovered a bunch. Chimichurri
Same.
sauce.
Oh, same.
And there's a bunch of, okay, that's one of my favorite things is I discovered a bunch of new foods that I didn't know existed.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently I'm very uncultured with foods. I really didn't think I was that much, but I discovered some great things. So if you don't love the idea of, meal planning, shopping, measuring, finding where your husband hid your food, all this different stuff,
I get it.
you should try out Green Chef. They offset 100% of their delivery emissions to your door, as well as 100% of the plastic in every box.
Oh, I love
Plus, nearly all the packaging materials are curbside recyclable in most areas in the U.S.
Hallelujah.
Pretty cool, pretty cool.
We love it.
And they say with Green Chef, you're reducing your food waste by up to 23% versus grocery shopping.
Oh,
So,
girl, let me see. There will be no
Cool.
wasted. Not one bite.
Oh.
Never.
I can tell you that. I did not waste one bite. If that's not what I'm talking about, I still didn't. I'm just telling you, I did not waste one bite. So we do have a deal for you guys, of course. If you go to greenchef.com/Cimorelli60 and use the code Cimorelli60, you get 60% off plus
Ooh.
free shipping.
We love
Ding,
it.
ding, ding, ding. Give it a try, you guys. I'm telling you, it's delicious. It's like a restaurant, but you made it yourself. It's amazing, convenient, easy, sustainable, and also you can discover new foods,
I
which
love
is
that.
my new favorite part of it. So go to Green Chef. Today I'm having a harder time than usual with reading. greenchef.com/Cimorelli60 and use code Cimorelli60 to get 60% off plus free shipping. Woo! Now let's go on to the main topic, ladies.
The main event.
Which is
Spring
Spring Clean Your Life. We're gonna go through these categories and we're gonna really
Spring clean our lives.
I like it. This is like live.
we're gonna have a chat here because I don't really know what I'm gonna say. I didn't plan this out. So we're gonna see what's working in these
And
categories.
what's not. It's like a group check-in.
I love it.
Okay, so the first one.
And we really encourage you guys to check in your life too. And think about your categories.
Get out your pencil.
And tell us
your
how you're rating yourself.
Yeah, let us know in the comments, guys, which things, like, how you're doing these categories or what sticks out to you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start with the first one, which is decluttering and organizing.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, are we doing like a rating system?
I think it's just more like
Where are you
what
at?
comes to mind. How are you with this?
I would
brings
say-
Okay.
I'm pretty good about decluttering and organizing-ish. So, pretty
You don't
good.
really need to.
Okay, so you don't even really feel the need to do that much.
You?
I need to go through all my things and give away like
Cool.
half of them still, even though I just did that a few months ago. I need to do it again. I have too much stuff. It's not
I feel that.
horribly organized, but it's not great. I do want to reorganize like under my bed, go through my stuff, my closet that has like not my clothes but my random other stuff, and my bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel like I need to give away like a fifth of my stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like right over capacity.
I have so much freaking stuff in my house and I just want to get rid of everything. But I think I realized the problem for me, I don't know if you guys relate to this, is like there's certain categories I know I need to declutter. Like an example is baby bottles and like baby like items. But each of those things takes a lot of like thought and like it's not just like when I go through my closet I'm like, oh, I don't really like that. It's like, okay, these baby bottles need to be sterilized. I need to think about, okay, if I have one child in the future, I probably don't need this much. I need to do half of these. Sterilize them. I need to go buy bins and figure out like where I'm storing them.
Oh,
and
it's
it's
just
just
like child, like not twins.
Yeah, then I don't need double the bottles and double the
Unless you
so
have them again.
that is I love decluttering and I do it somewhat frequently, but not enough to keep up with the amount of stuff that's just constantly accumulating. And I'm
You
really
can
annoyed.
sterilize and donate the extra ones.
Yeah, and my other thought is that I'm trying to always check, like if I do need to buy something new, I'm trying to always check thrift stores first to not like add as much to the environment. Like I'm trying to be better about using things that are already created as much as I can, unless I like
Good for you,
absolutely
Kathy.
cannot find it.
Oh, you know what's guys, I got something that could potentially change your life. I gotta tell you right now, a really good thing to mention in this conversation, you guys already know this, is we found our decluttering styles for
The clutter bug quiz.
Okay, Kath found this thing. It's this
You guys
woman, she
gotta
has
do
a
this quiz.
YouTube channel.
I think I don't know if she has a YouTube channel.
No,
She
she
has a
does.
website.
I found
Okay,
it.
I haven't seen the YouTube
Okay,
channel.
you saw the website, I saw the YouTube channel. So she has,
It's so cool.
it is so cool. So Kath says, she's like, guys, you can find your organization styles. So of
It's
course,
so cool.
I latched onto it and went wild. Now I love helping people find what their styles. I'm like, do you
Oh
like
my
this or
gosh.
this? I've
I did that too.
talked
I
to a
did
bunch
that
of people
too.
about this.
I was literally at a gal group, hang with a bunch of random girls. I was like, so what are your styles? And
Okay.
they're like, okay.
It's so fun. Go do it. There's only 4 categories. It's not that hard. And there's only 2 elements. It's like if you like things to be seen or unseen, basically. Like you're very visual or not as
Unseen,
much.
get
Yeah, it's like, do you
away.
display all your belongings or do you hide them?
I
then-
want them hidden, get out.
If you want things to be
Micro organized or
yeah,
macro?
you want the all little details categories, or you don't want you want
Or you're
more
like
large
me, you just want to
categories.
throw everything in a basket.
Yeah.
And
same.
discovering the style literally changed your life because it changes the way that you put your stuff away. And
Yes.
like you might have something set up in your house that's like absolutely horrible for your style, so you never use it, and you're like berating yourself like, why am I so lazy and I won't use this stupid system because you hate it, but you don't realize there's not something wrong with you. It's just like you're working against the way your brain actually works.
It's such a great concept.
Yeah.
So
You
I have to
actually know
say,
ways.
with that, I in myself in this category. So since I discovered that thing from Kath a couple months ago,
Yeah.
I think it was like last summer or something.
I've been just
Whoa.
No, it was like a couple months ago.
it was a few months.
Well, it was when I went to coffee with my friend. I think that was a while.
I don't know when you.
It
told
was
us
like
about it.
before Christmas time.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been doing little projects one at a time. So like working on this part of my bathroom or working on. I just pick one
smart.
thing and I basically just renovate that whole little area. Like, okay, I'm gonna change this to fit I figure out Nick's and my styles and what works for both of us. So I change each section of the house one at a time to fit our styles. So that's I've just been doing projects here and there. So I'm just continuing on that train.
I love it.
Shall we go to, this says home/personal belongings at the same kind of
Yeah, that is the same thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So
Well-
then,
I do have something to say about that. Is that I want to redo my house, but
Yes.
for no money. So that's like,
fun
How
like
do you do
challenge.
that?
well, that's
I wish
the
I could do
challenge.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Not for no money, but for very little money, I would like to revamp my whole
Lord.
living area. Like, probably like paint a wall or
Yes.
two. Get like a new rug. That would really change the mood.
Yes.
Like a color.
maybe one
I
that's
don't
less
know.
fluffy.
Get some new art from just like Goodwill. That's cheap.
We also make some too.
I don't know. I really want to redo because I've had the same style for like 5 years, which is fine. Okay, but for me personally, I like switch things up, and I just
Yeah.
want it to be more like fun and like
Yes.
colorful.
You know what?
You should make a whole like vlog thing about doing it. It would be so cool.
Perhaps.
I'll film it. Don't worry. I'm
Okay,
great at
cool.
filming.
My problem with art is I hate basically all art. The only kind of thing I like is where someone has like some
Like in
kind of,
general, or just for your home.
for my home. The only thing I like is where someone takes like some kind of thing that's like stucco or something, and it's like
Okay.
like
Wait.
smeared, and it's like one
Christina,
color.
you know what would be a
I like
cool,
that.
well, you know what would be a fun like couples thing for you and
Ooh.
Nick? You
You
should
could
make
make
like
that.
that.
Yeah, I was thinking
Oh.
I would.
Cause
make
he
that.
works
Because you
with
and Nick,
concrete.
yeah, you
It's not gonna
both
spend
could-
100
yeah.
million, not gonna be 100, probably more than that, $100 million on that.
But I feel like that'd be a fun experience for you guys to make a little art project.
Oh, I want to share a couple thoughts about like budget home changing really quick. One is if you want to like redo stuff in your house but not spend too much money. Number one, go through what you have and try to sell things.
Oh, you're
And then
so
you
right.
can use the money
Yes.
from whatever you sell, like Facebook Marketplace or
Great point.
different places.
That's really smart.
And
I just sold something.
and then use that as your budget. And then number two,
Finally.
sometimes you don't need to buy new things, you need to take things away. So sometimes
True.
making your home like a little bit more minimalist, like instead of having 3 things on the wall, you get rid and just have one. Like that can actually totally change the look and make it more like breathable. And then the other thing is check your closet and stuff. I know me, I have a lot of extra home decor in
I
my
do,
closets
yeah.
that I just don't have out that I could probably switch out.
Wait,
So
you know
shop
what
your
would
own
be
house too.
So fun is if you got friends together and you guys brought extra decorations that
that's
you
a
have
great
that you like
idea.
don't want,
Home
and then
swap.
you do like a little swap. Like
Oh,
people that have
okay.
like the same.
Yeah.
Like if you're like, oh, trying to like freshen things
I like
up.
to keep mine. I don't want to give
Yeah.
it to someone if I break
Okay.
it.
Well, you're gonna stay with your friend.
And there's probably a lot of DIY stuff you can do.
Yes,
Yeah.
like if you
Yes.
get a lamp from Goodwill and then you can paint it.
Yes.
Color if you want.
Yeah,
color.
or like refinishing a table. There's all these like YouTube tutorials on how to do stuff.
Finishing the table, but
I feel like that would be, I don't know, there's this people in my neighborhood, their garage is always open and they're always like woodworking and stuff.
Yeah,
and I'm
I
like,
don't
that
have
looks
a
so
woodworking
cool.
garage.
That would be, I want to woodwork.
It's
Hey, I'm not
giving
saying that's part of
gifts.
my budget tips. I'm just saying that would be cool.
You should.
Yeah, those are cool
I would
ideas.
love to be a
You can get with
woodworker.
Dad, he can help
Yes, no. I want to build my son's a playhouse, but
Cute.
with my father
Kat, that
telling
would be
me what
so
to do.
fun.
Yeah,
You should
that's
do
my
it.
goal.
Since you were mentioning minimalism, which was like the next one.
Is that like?
Were you someone who told us, or I just see this somewhere random? That was like, I don't even remember what it was. It's something about like stress or mental health, something rather, is like directly correlated to like how much stuff you have.
I
Oh,
believe that.
Yes. Okay. I read
I
something
believe it.
recently
Me
that was
too.
saying you don't. It's not a conscious thing, but subconsciously, if you're in a room that has a lot of clutter, it's really stressful for your
Yes.
mind.
Girl, it's
Your
conscious.
mind is like
For me.
Your mind is processing all the
It
objects
causes
and
me
like
terror and
I don't know
pain.
about you, but I like move things and put things different places. Like in my mind, I'm like, oh, that book should be moved over, or like the more things, it's like a subconscious drain on your energy to have
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
agree.
clutter.
Well, you know,
I believe that.
You know when your kitchen is like really messy, or like your closet, and then you get it all nice and clean, and then you walk in and you're like,
You are relaxed.
ah, and you're like, whoa, I didn't
Oh
realize
my
how
gosh.
unrelaxed I was until I walked in and felt so relaxed.
Well, I've been
You're so
watching
right.
a lot of YouTube videos about cleaning and mental health and how deeply correlated they
They
are.
are.
And it really makes me think a lot. Like, there's this amazing woman. She did a TED Talk.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys watch it? I sent it to
I
you.
watched like the
I
first
did
half.
not.
And
Oh my gosh,
finished
you
it.
guys need to watch it. Her name's
I really need to watch.
Casey Davis, and it's all about like cleaning your home when you're like going through like depression
So
or
hard.
postpartum or something that's really hard. And she just talks about it's like how to keep house while drowning. I actually have I'm gonna get her book from the
Oh, I
library.
love that.
But it's really cool and just it really makes you think like not having a clean house doesn't mean you're lazy. Usually it means that like
you're depressed.
Depressed or just maybe struggling or maybe the systems you have set up don't work for you. Like there's so many different reasons, but it really made me, I was like, that cleaning's not a moral thing. My laundry, that's what she said. She's like, just because your laundry's not done doesn't mean you're a bad person. Just because your kitchen's clean doesn't mean you're a good person. And I'm like, that's a really good perspective to have. So anyway, I recommend checking her out if you have any interest in like cleaning and mental health.
I love that.
So the other categories we have are more not physical things.
The more mental spring cleaning.
We have friendships next.
Ooh.
I've been thinking a lot about friendships lately, and I saw someone say...
You tier rank all of your friends.
No. Well, maybe one might. I saw someone say that someone was saying her mom was telling her this advice of like, as you get older, you should really just try to focus on like 3 close friends or like a small amount. The point is a small, 2 or 3, not like 7, like really focusing on a couple close friends and like really like nurturing those relationships. And I was just thinking, who would that be for me? Who would I really want to nurture the relationships of? So I was thinking about that lately, and I was identifying a few people. But then I was thinking, I do not prioritize friendships at all, and I am just tired, and I would just... Okay, that's not true. I actually have a lot of energy compared to your average person, I would say, but I use it for
mothering and
other
working.
Things. And then I'm like, I could just rest right now instead of hanging out with a friend.
I get that.
But I think you have to realize that like the right friendships energize you. And they fill up your
You
cup.
could just call someone. You just
you don't even have to go somewhere.
That's true. I never call.
I love
FaceTime.
When you're you drive with children, but
No, you can call people and you drive with children. You just have to know the right time.
Depends.
Yeah,
I've done it.
Screaming.
Of course you
It
have.
just depends.
That's so you. I love it.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what I've realized is that's my goal moving forward is I just want to focus on a couple people and really nurture those relationships. But also I think this time in life is a time where it is a lot more difficult to nurture relationships.
Yes, it
with
is.
friends. And maybe when like the kids are getting together to hang out, like that's when it will happen.
Yeah.
So hopefully
totally. Yeah.
they'll hang out with their friends.
Yeah.
With my friends' kids. So anyway, that's my current thought and that's my current goal. And I want to make more time for friends, but I'm realizing it's just not
priority.
So
You gotta prioritize.
because it is in my mind. It's a desire, but it's not a priority. So
I
like,
get
what-
that.
It's like every morning when I'm like, do my hair or spend more time recording. And I'm just like, spend more time recording.
I get it.
And I'll never do my hair because I'll always spend more time recording.
Because I feel like friendship it kind of is almost one of the first things to go to the wayside in life of all the things, especially when you're super busy. It's like, I don't have time for friends.
Yeah.
But if you can make the little time, like once a week or whatever, or once every 2 weeks, like it'll show a lot in your
You guys.
life.
Well, you put time in yours, right?
Yeah, I
And
put
so
way
do you.
I've put too much time into so many people.
So
that
maybe too much.
I'm kind of learning to have the delineation on that's what's called category of monthly friends, where you just chat like once a month. You text them every once in a while, and that's totally chill.
Yeah.
And you hang out once a month or once every 2 months, and it's like you cycle in and out the monthly friends every year, and it's like okay.
Yeah, I feel like I'm the opposite of what you're saying, where like I nurture the close people, but then I have friends that like I want to talk to more that are not going to be like everyday talking to person.
Yeah.
But like, oh, I gotta check in on this person. Oh, I gotta catch up with this person. I always forget like my like long distance friends.
Oh, those
like,
are hard.
I want to reach out, chat, because then when we do talk, I'm like, oh yeah, you're so great. But then we don't really talk that much.
The problem,
forget.
it's not a problem, but it's also a problem, is that our sisterhood is very, it like fills my friendship bucket quickly.
Yeah.
So I discuss all the girl things I would with you guys. And then when it gets to friends, I'm like, okay, then I guess we'll discuss this here. But I have already discussed all of it, basically.
Yeah, I feel that.
Thanks for listening to the Cimorelli podcast. To hear the rest of this episode, join our Patreon at patreon.com/Cimorelli, where we post every episode in full. You can also watch all of our past seasons and Patreon-only episodes when you become a patron.
You've been listening to the Cimorelli podcast. Follow Cimorelli on Spotify and subscribe on YouTube. You can also find Cimorelli on Facebook and Instagram.